Hey friends, I'm back with another sweet treat from Rapture. No, it's not a beautiful, delicious Jeff Ward Stout. It is the new chapbook that's not even out yet. You can't even order this. I don't know. Mitch, when does it go up for sale? I don't know. Am I going to throw a date? Is there a date floating around my head? I don't know. Future Jeff will know, and I'll put it up there. But this is the next chapbook that's coming out from Rapture Publishing. I just read it. It was my first Brian Evenson read. And am I saying your name right? Brian Evenson? And I was impressed. Essentially, the story is about a guy who has to return home and live with his brother after the death of their parents because his brother can't get along in the world without help. He needs some assistance. He has behavioral difficulties. And it's up to his brother to now just take care of him because that's what his parents had done all these years. That's really all I could say. To say anymore is to say too much, but it really takes off in an unexpected direction. It's a very short story, but superbly creepy. And I don't know if Rapture is choosing stories based on themes or thematic elements or grouping them together in any sort of way, but this struck me with the same chilling isolation terror that was in Death on the Swayback. Totally different environments, eras, situations, but a similar vibe. But with regards to this story in particular, there's depression through regression. How many people have made it out of their parents' house, have grown up, moved on with their lives, and never had to look back? You're doing fine. You're an adult now. You have your own life, but to move back to your childhood home, there's just something about it that feels, I don't know. It struck me away. I've never had to do it. I've never had to move back into my parents' home. But contemplating that, especially after the death of the parents in this book, sort of highlights mortality and stagnation and the lack of growth. It just feels that way. I can't say too much. It's a short story. And the more I say, the more I run into, I'll spoil it. And I don't want to do that. I'll say the plot progression and the path the story takes is very satisfying, very disturbing. It's quiet. It's creepy. I'm also pretty happy because I pre-ordered Altman's Tongue from Earthling, which is a Brian Evenson collection. I'm now looking forward to that collection with even greater anticipation. I can't wait for the lettered and numbered editions of this to come out. I did do the bundle, and I can't wait to see all the art. There is some art in here. The other Death on the Swayback arc did not have art. I don't know if I could show. I can't show you the art in here. Like, again, it's a short story. So if I show you the art, you're going to get ahead of things. I will say the one piece of art that shows the apartment layout was great. I'm glad that was one that Chris Panettiere put in there. It really helped illustrate the progression of the story. So it's a great story. I don't know if there are any Brian Evenson fans out there, but if there are, watching this right now, I wouldn't imagine you'd want to pass on this. And anybody who likes chilling, creepy, it's like, you know how they have a slow boil where they ratchet up the energy? This is like a deep freeze that you get into and it just gets colder and colder and colder. Oh, loved it. So Mitch at Rapture Publishing is just hitting all home runs. Every single one so far has been great. Witch Tree Carved in Salt, Tyler Jones, amazing. Death on the Swayback, Brother's Keeper. Very happy, and I think this story in particular and Death on the Swayback as well fit that sort of intimate, isolated setting of the whole format of the chapbook. This, the finished one, in addition to the art, will also have a signature from Philip Fracassi, who wrote the introduction, which I didn't read. I avoid introductions until I've read the story, and then I wanted to film this review and get it up before I read that introduction, and I will, because Philip Fracassi's one of my absolute favorite authors, and so I can't wait to get that. So it'll be signed by Philip Fracassi, Brian Evenson, I think Chris Panettiere, who did the art. It'll have the letter. It'll have the Mitch stitch. I don't know how many are available. Again, it's not even up for sale yet, I'll reach out to Mitch. I'll get the date for you so you could be on the lookout. And I look forward to what's next from Rapture. So thank you for joining me this time. Hope to see you again next time. In the meantime, stay frosty.